Hello friends, myself Vinuli, working as a tutor in Triple M College of Nursing. In this video, I would like to talk about positioning in operation theatre. Let's get on to the video. First, we will know what is patient positioning. Patient positioning involves properly maintaining a patient's neutral body alignment by preventing hyperextension and extreme lateral rotation to prevent complications of immobility and injury. Positioning patients is an essential aspect of nursing practice and a responsibility of the registered nurse. Next, we'll see the goals of patient positionings. One is promote proper physiological alignment and minimal interference with circulation and productions of skeletal and neuromuscular structures, and optimum exposure to reparative and anesthetic sites, and provide patient comforts and safety, and maintenance of patient's dignity and privacy, and stability and security in position, and allows maximum visibility and access. Next, we'll see the operative nursing roles. First, the nurse should be knowledgeable on table mechanisms to prepare table attachments and accessories and familiar with various patient position for optimum surgery access. Placements of patient to comfortable position and ensure patient is fully anesthetized before positioning. And all fitting and attachments must be secured completely. Position devices. The patient positioning devices can be divided into two categories. One which are primarily geared toward pressure to relief and one which are designed to provide better access to the surgical site. Next, let's see the table features and attachments. One is elevated armrest, lateral support, stirrups, detachable footrest, metal socket, hydraulic wheel base stand, manual lever, an arm board, sliding bars, and breakable headrest. And others features and attachments. One is pillow, head ring, sandbags, roll supports, soft pads, mattress. Position during induction of anesthesia. The patient should be in supine position, head extended, neck flexed. The aims of this position to visualize oral and pharyngeal and tracheal spaces and the possible complications of this position, trauma to lips and teeth, jaw dislocation, and laryngeal or vocal cords injury, epistaxis and trauma to pharyngeal wall. Surgical positioning. One is supine or dorsal position and prone position, Trendelenburg position, lithotomy position, lateral or kidney position, neurosurgical position, fracture table position, semi-Fowler's and Fowler's position, and Jackney position. Supine or dorsal position. The patient lies flat on his back. The arms may be placed beside the body, on arm board, or supported across the chest by lifting up the gown, which is act as the sling. The most common operative position, such as in laboratory and certain gynecological and orthopedic cases. Potential pressure points. One is acciput, scapula, Velagranon, thoracic vertebra, sacrum and coccyx, calcaneus. Nursing precautions and potential complications of supine or dorsal position. First, let's see the nursing precautions. One is head not hyperextended to ensure that the arms are not abducted less than 90 degree An arm board is padded hand in prone position. Arms do not overlap or hang over table edge. The patient protected from metal contact. Whereas the potential complications, paralysis of arm and hand due to over abduction, and radial or ulnar nerve palsy due to arm or elbow hanging or tight strapping, and continuous pressures on the calves may cause venous stasis resulting thrombosis, which can lead to pulmonary embolisms. Next we'll move on to the prone position. The patient's lying with abdomen on table surface, arms are placed above the head, pillows are placed under the shoulders and hips and feet. Access for all surgeries involving posterior back of the surgery like cervical spine, back, rectal area and dorsal extremities. Potential pressure points: frontal bone, mandible, humerus, breastbone, tuberosities of pelvis, patella and tibia. Nursing precautions and potential complications of prone position. First, let's see the nursing precautions. Shoulders and hip facilitate chest expansion and reduce abdominal pressure and venous oozing at operation site. Head not hyperextended and placed on side and kept supported. Whereas the potential complications, lower neck and upper back pain resulting from hyperextension of head, and radial and ulnar nerve palsy due to arm restrainer, and hypotension resulted from pressures on inferior vena cava and pooling of blood in lower limbs. Next we'll move on to the Trendelenburg position. Patients lying in supine position with the knees over lower break of the table. The head tilted down to 15 degrees or according to the surgeon preferences. Arms may be placed on the chest or arm board. And the prony prominences as well as the protractor, accipit, scapula, thoracic vertebra, olecranon, and sacrum and coccyx and calcaneus. Nursing precautions and potential complications of Trendelenburg position. First, let's see the nursing precautions. Head not hyperextended and arm not abducted beyond 90 degree, and hands on padded arm boards or supinated, arms not overlap of table, edge or hang over. The patient is protected from metal contact. Whereas the potential complications, a 30-degree Trendelenburg positions may cause changes in blood pressure and cerebral edema and congestions of face and neck. The two steep positions may result in cyanosis due to alterations on diaphragmatic extension and lung expansion, and shearing of skin may occurring during positioning. Next, let's see the lithotomy positioning. The patient lies in supine position with the buttocks at the lower break of the table. An arms is placed over the chest or an arm board. Legs are lifted together upwards and outwards and feet placed knee, crutch or kanji can. The common positions of this position: urology, gynecology and perineal or rectal operations. Nursing precautions and potential complications of lithotomy position. So first, let's see the nursing precautions. Two persons required to raise the legs simultaneously by grasping the sole and other hand supporting the calf. The buttocks must be even with the edges of the to prevent lymphosacral strain. Anti-embolic stockings may be used to promote venous return. Whereas the potential complications, severe backache caused by too high steps and half shoulder may result in peroneal or femoral abductor nerve damage, and osteoarthritis or stiff hips due to raw handling and too quick of lowering the legs may cause hypotension. Lateral or kidney position. Patients lying with one side facing operative side uppermost, the legs Flex to 90 degree and a pillow is placed in between upper arm rested on elevated armrest and the other remains flexed on the table or armboard. Your rollbacks may be used below the hip and kidneys to increase exposure of iliac region. The pressure points of the lateral or kidney position, one is ribs, iliac crest, medial and lateral femoral epinoids, and tibial candles and malleus. Nursing precautions and potential complications of lateral and kidney position. First, let's see the nursing precautions. If the table brake is used, it must be corrected level with iliac crest to prevent alterations in respiration and severe post-operative backache, to ensure the ear is not draped when supporting the head arms or supported with adequate bedding to prevent pressure necrosis. Whereas the potential complications, if the kidney rest tries to match, the lungs will not expand adequately, which will result in cyanosis and hypotension. And injuries to brachial plexus and median and radial ulnar nerves can occur if upper arm is not supported. If the head is not supported adequately, the bacterial plexus can get stretches. Neurological position. The patients may lying in a supine position and prone or lateral. The head is positioned either on soft ring or a spiked headrest. The head of the table may be tilted a little to facilitate venous drainage and to reduce CSF pressures in the brain. Position. So let's see the nursing precautions. Ensure patient is fully anesthetized before. Eye are well covered and fully protected by pads. Position of spike must not harm patient's ear and eyes. Face is protected from pressure when in prone position. What is the potential complications? Development of skin pressure over the ear and cheek or face is if using head ring for several hours or supine. Sciatic nerve damage may result due to long pressures on the dorsum of the foot. Fracture table position. The patient position in supine with the pelvic stabilized against well padded vertical perineal post. Traction of operative leg is achieved either by boot-shaped cuff or devices with restraining strips. Unaffected legs may be restored on well padded and elevated leg holder. Common position for open reduction internal fixation of hip or closed femoral navel. Nursing precautions and potential complications of fractured table. First, let's see the nursing precautions. Patient usually brought into theatre with the hospital bed and traction applied. Ensure patient is anesthetized before transfer onto OT table. Operating table or an attachments are ready according to surgeon preferences or standard manual. Whereas the potential complications, fecal incontinence and loss of potential sensation may occur as a result of pressure injury to perineal and pudendal nerve. The pressures due to perineal post may injure genital structure. Knee chest position. The patients lie into prone position. The both legs are abducted and flexed together at right angles. Knees flexed on hip elevated and head, shoulders and chest rest directly on the table. Arms are placed above the head, primary position for sigmoid scopies and laminectomy procedures. Nursing precautions and potential complications of chest knee position. First, let's see the nursing precautions. One is legs move together to prevent back strain. Arms gently lift up to the prevent dislocation and head is not hyperextended and placed to the side on a pillow. Bony prominence or well protected cheek, ear, forehead, nose, eyes, acromial process, breast, genitalia, patella, dorsum of feet and toes. Whereas the potential complication, the lower neck and upper back pain due to a hyperextension of head, ulnar or radial nerve palsy as a result tight arm restrainer, hypotension due to pressure on inferior vena cava and pooling of blood at lower extremities, shoulder dislocations or brachial plexus injury when placing the arms. Semi-Fowler's and Fowler's position. The patient position in supine with the upper body part is flexed to 40 degree or 90 degree and the knees slightly flexed and legs lower. Arms may be placed over the laps or armbar. A foot rest is used to prevent foot drops and head spike to stabilized head. Useful positions for the craniotomies, shoulders or breast reconstructions and ENTs. Nursing precautions and potential complications of semi-Fowler's position. First, let's see the nursing precautions. The cervical and thoracic and lumbar section of spine must be aligned once position is established. Extra padding or required over pony prominence, coccyx, ischial tuberosis, calcaneus, elbows, knees and scapula. The use of anti-embolism stocking may necessary to assist venous return. Whereas the potential complications, orthopedic hypotension due to blood pooling at lower extremities, risk of venous thrombosis and embolisms as a result of impaired venous return, and high risk of development of skin pressure over affected body prominences. Jack knee position. A modifications of prone position. Jack knee position. It is a modification of prone position. The patient hips are supported on a pillow and the table are flexed at 90 degree angle and raising the hips and lowering head and body. A steps used to over the high to prevent shearing and sliding. The head, face, shoulders, chest and feet are supported by soft pads and roll to prevent pony pressure. Common positions for hemorrhectomy are pilonial sinus procedures. Nursing precautions and potential complications of jack knee position. Let's see the nursing precautions. One is the pillow or towel under shoulders and hip facilitate chest expansion and reduced abdominal pressure. Anti-embolisms stockings aid venous return and head not hyperextended placed on side and head supported. The pressures point or well protected with the back, cheeks, ear, acromion process, breast, genitalia, patella, dorsum of feet and toes. Whereas the potential complications, lower neck and upper back pain resulting from hyperextension of head, injury to genitalia due to pressure, radial and ulnar nerve palsy due to arm restrainer, and hypotension resulted from pooling of blood in lower limbs. That's today. Hope you liked this video. Thanks for watching.